too. I know from a team aspect, obviously not the year you guys wanted, but individually, I know the season cut short, but were you pretty happy with just the season you had and the strides you've made in certain areas?
Um, I would say yeah and no. I feel like I made some great strides. Um, my goal this year was to play all 82 games, and I fell short of that. So, but other than that, I feel like from what I showed, you know, I learned some things this season, and I was also able to show some growth in certain areas. But my main thing is I want to be out there playing games. So.
Are you feeling any better with the hamstring?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, probably one of the biggest areas of growth this season for you was just your three-point shooting to finish it at 38.3%. I think probably career high volume too, or pretty similar to last year. Just is it gratifying to kind of look back and see those numbers and just see that the work you put in is beginning to pay off now?
Most definitely. I spent a lot of time, working on that area of my game. So, to see it, see the improvement and obviously the percentage jump, it's definitely a great feeling.
Just overall with this offseason, I guess, what's the right disposition the team needs to have? Like, obviously, the season didn't go the way you expected, but what do you carry into the offseason? Like, what's that emotion? Is it passion, anger? I guess, how do you kind of characterize that?
I would definitely say it's a passion. It's a passion because you're chasing something, and you want to turn something around and make it great again. So it's kind of bringing that pain that you felt this season, bringing it to the off season, inserting it, and in our workouts here, individual workouts, and, building and working, getting better, and trying to turn things around.
Coming into the season, you guys talked about establishing an identity and wanting to become a defense first team. How difficult was it to get to that with all the lack of continuity and players in and out of the lineup and everything?
It was tough. Obviously, we had a lot of different combos and different players, but I tip my hat off to those guys for still coming in and giving it their all every day, and trying to learn the system and trying to buy in on defense and help their teammate out and be the best that they can be on that side of the ball.
Just from everything you've been through over the past couple of years being here, what gives you the hope that, in the next year that you got to be able to turn things around?
I trust in, what we have going on here. I would say all we can do is just continue to just put our heads down and just work together. We're young. I think we're the second youngest team in the league. So, with that, it's going to be, hiccups and, everything that comes with it. But, for us as a whole, we're still committed and we're still brought in to, do our best and, do everything we can do to, be a better team next season.
You guys have talked about how maybe going through these struggles will help make that success sweeter down the road. How have you seen those struggles manifest themselves in a positive way just so far over the last couple of years?
I would say, just, I feel like you get a lesson out of everything you go through. So, and I feel like, we've been taught a bunch of lessons that will prepare us for, what's ahead and, what we have to go through to, become a winning team and turn this thing around. So I don't think no other team obviously been through what we've been through and, everything that we've gone through in terms of this season and the years past.
How can that be an advantage to you at some point down the road?
I think so, yeah, because it's a feeling you don't want to feel again. So I think it gives you an extra edge to, not want to feel that feeling and, to fight to get away from that. And so I feel like it can benefit you for sure, benefit us for sure, and in numerous ways. So.
As you sat back and obviously not been involved day to day and thought about the season. Where do you think it went wrong, and what do you think went wrong with just the way you guys started well, and the losing streak was what it was, right? But is there anything you can pinpoint? What do you think went wrong?
I'm not sure, to be honest. You know, sometimes you're into everything and you don't get a chance to step back sometimes and view it because you just, you know how the NBA is with games, just games. Sometimes you don't get a chance to, you know, step back and view everything, but you can review the season, look at the tape, and obviously assess that way. But I felt like we, like I said, I felt like, you know, everything we went through this season, I feel like I said, our lessons that, you know, we have to learn in order to get over that hump and turn this thing around. So, you know, we have to learn from what we've been through so we don't go through it again. So, yeah.
What'd you learn about Monty throughout all this?
I learned, you know, I learned that I respect Monty because I respect how, you know, he always comes and, you know, in terms of taking, you know, never as a player, you know, never putting anything on us. You know, he comes to, you know, this podium every time. And, you know, he takes, you know, he's ready for anything, you know, that's thrown at him. And, you know, I learned that, you know, for him to, you know, lead us every night and, you know, show that, you know, I have much respect for him. And, you know, I appreciate Coach Mott for what he's, you know, trying to show us and teach us every single day and, you know, hold us to a standard. So, you know, I felt like this season I learned a lot about, you know, coaching staff.
What have you learned about this team as far as how it handles adversity, or maybe just as far as the NBA as a whole, just how difficult the league is right now? Just looking back on the season, what's kind of your takeaway from this team and how they dealt with everything?
I would say just, you know, obviously we went on that losing streak this year, but we came in every day and fought. You know, we had a lot of new players saying that, you know, if this was a different team or whatever, that, like, you know, things would have been spreaded up more. But I feel like every day we were still together and we were still fighting and climbing to get out of that. So, you know, I feel like I learned, you know, how much this team competes and, you know, how hard we play and how hard we work.
What do you think was the source, some of the biggest reasons behind this team keeping their heads high despite the win totals?
I would just say, that's a good question. I would just say, I'm not sure, but we did it, you know? It's kind of one of those things where it's like, we're not sure, but we still came in every day and fought. And I tip my hats off to my teammates for doing that. So we came in every day, we fought to, you know, get better and dig ourselves out of whatever we're in. You know, we didn't quit. So.
Thanks, Steve. I'll just